Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and today is Friday, November 19th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. Bars, nightclubs, and other entertainment venues nationwide will continue to be closed until January 16, 2022, just under 2 more months. Now, Bangkok officials are saying that there are 2 reasons for this. The first reason bars and entertainment venues nationwide are to stay closed is due to the country still seeing more than 5,000 COVID-19 cases and more than 50 deaths per day. The second reason? It's because the Public Health Ministry and other local organizations say that the vast majority of nightlife venue operators had not registered compliance with COVID-19 control standards, namely the SHA Plus standards. But even health officials are admitting that this was not mandatory for them to reopen, despite officials, including the Prime Minister himself, saying that they would reopen bars, clubs, and other entertainment venues by December 1st. Under the CCSA's plan, from November 16th to January 15th, the Interior and Public Health Ministries would enforce disease control and ventilation regulations, and officials would evaluate the reopening readiness of entertainment places. From January 16th on, entertainment places would reopen only in high surveillance, and tourism pilot zones, including Phuket. Places that cause COVID-19 outbreaks would be closed. All of these bars and entertainment venues have been closed since early April, when some establishments in Bangkok and events here in Phuket were being blamed for the massive COVID outbreak. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket officials are asking employers with any migrant workers not vaccinated to bring them to any of the 5 government hospitals on the island to receive vaccination injections. The workers may be brought to Vashida Phuket Hospital, Chalong Hospital, Patong Hospital, Phuket Provincial Hospital, and Talang Hospital every Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., except for lunch, according to Phuket health officials. The move comes after a week of announcements by Phuket officials regarding migrant workers here on the island, confirming all migrant workers must be registered and any movement of migrant workers into Phuket must be first approved by the Phuket Labor Office, both conditions that have been legally required already for a long time. On Monday, a revised provincial order was issued, tightening entry provisions for migrant workers to enter the island, saying that, quote, the employer must submit a request to move migrant workers and present evidence at the Phuket Employment Office in advance before moving migrant workers into Phuket. The call for business owners to present their migrant workers also follows months of intensive efforts by local officials to track down and ensure all migrant workers on the island have been vaccinated for COVID, and saw camps locked down under the bubble and seal mandate. Before the pandemic, many businesses in Phuket were dependent on migrant workers in order to remain financially viable. Many local administrations and municipalities also rely heavily on foreign labor for much of the manual work required to be done. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket recorded a total of 74 cases yesterday, including 4 tourist infections on the island. In addition, 1 new COVID-19 death was confirmed by officials, raising the cumulative death toll since the pandemic began to 137, since April to 134, and for the month of November to 14. The report also marked 242 Phuket sandbox arrivals who have tested positive for the virus after landing on the island since July 1st, and 15 test and go tourists who have tested positive since November 1st. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Next month, a new points-based system for drivers will be enforced by the Department of Land Transport. While a similar system has been in place for several years, it's only been loosely applied. But from December, the department will fully implement 2 regulations targeting drivers of taxis, tuk-tuks, and motorcycle taxis, according to its Director General. The drivers will initially be awarded 100 points with deductions of 10, 20, or 30 points for various traffic violations depending on the severity of the offense. Anyone who breaks the law and does not have any points left on their license will have it suspended for 90 days. 2 suspensions in 3 years will result in them losing their license for 180 days. These measures will not be applied to drivers of private cars for personal use, according to the Department of Land Transport. Thai AirAsia has announced mass layoffs and extended furloughs after struggling with the impact of the pandemic, despite the country's reopening on November 1st. The executive chairman of Asia Aviation, the largest shareholder of Thai AirAsia, said the real situation in terms of the aviation outlook remains unstable, prompting the company to reduce its fleet size from 60 to 54 next year and reduce workforce to maintain financial stability. This comes as the long-awaited soft loans for local airlines here in Thailand, valued at 5 billion baht, have failed to materialize, as there is no further support from the government to shore up the aviation business in Thailand, while Bangkok Airways is banking on a recovery in international tourism to help revive its profits. Thanks for joining us here on this Friday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Enjoy your weekend out there. We hope you have a happy and safe Loi Krathong. Join us again on Monday, where we'll fill you in with all the news you missed over the weekend. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.